So I'm here with Mikey Garcia, catching up here a little bit. So you're involved. You're part of two toy drive, one's a toy drive, but they're also toy giveaways.
Yeah.
And you have the first one this upcoming Sunday in Oxnard.
That's right. People can come up. In Oxnard, we're gonna be giving away lots of toys. We have a little event going on that we helped put together. Just give back something. Put some smiles on some kids. On kids, especially there in my hometown community of Oxnard. We wanted to do something special for the young kids, and we are giving away toys. They're gonna be able to
500 plus toys.
Yeah, we got about a little over 500, probably a little more now. So we're getting a few people actually trying to donate more.
And churros.
And yeah, well, it's a whole event. You got Santa Claus, you got the churros, you got a couple of little things like that. But yeah, you bring your son, daughter, little kid, and they can receive a free toy. Put a nice little smile on a kid's face for the holidays. It's Christmas. Gotta spread the joy, the cheer. And make it nice. And it's also a big event. Right next door to the big church. They do a big fiesta that they do for the Virgin Mary Church that they got there right there, La Virgen de Guadalupe. So it kind of helps that there's lots of kids, lots of family. It's a family thing. So it'll be nice to be able to do that for our community.
Where is the actual?
It's in Oxnard.
Where's
it's
the
right
actual?
around the corner from the church.
The park,
We're
though.
at
What is
Parque
it
del Sol.
called?
Parque del Sol. Yeah. It's
In
right
Oxnard.
in the Parque del Sol by the fire department parking lot right there. We will be hosting the giveaway there. The toys can people can come there to the toy giveaway there. But it's right around the corner from the church.
That's awesome. And it's 1 to 4. And the churros, keep in mind, the churros are free.
Yeah.
There's 300 free churros. So
There you
first
go.
come, first serve.
Come, first serve. It'll be this Sunday, the 12th, 1 to 4. So I'm inviting everybody to come by, stop by, say hi, and grab a toy for your son, daughter. It'll be fun.
Our skateboard. You guys actually had Grizzly Grip donated 10.
Donated the skateboards. Like I said, it's gonna be fun for all. There's toy for everybody who comes there. We have definitely over 500 plus toys ready to go for these kids. So it's really nice to do things like that because not everybody has the opportunity to get a toy and smile and. It's difficult times. A lot of people are going through a lot of difficult times. So we can help, put a smile on a kid's face. That's what it's all about.
Awesome. Well, so that's the first one.
Yeah.
We also have a second one, which we'll talk about in 1 second.
Sure.
Let's have a little break right here. Let's talk a little. We gotta talk a little boxing, okay? A little boxing. So I just posted on my Instagram you chilling with Regis at the fights.
Oh yeah.
So you were up close and personal at the Haney versus JoJo. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we were there. We were sitting right there. Regis was right in front of me. I thought it was a very good fight. I think JoJo put a very good fight. Haney fought a great fight. He used his jab to measure the distance, keep a certain distance that fitted him, used the height and reach advantage over JoJo and fought a very good technical fight. JoJo had some rounds where he had some success, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough to really do a whole lot against Haney. I think Haney was the better fighter, and he showed it. His skills, his height, reach, everything. It was on game.
Now, watching that up close and personal, and of course, Haney, you guys already did a face-off. God, that was already 2 years ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Yeah, no, of course, just for fun. But he made it very clear at that point that, if he could ever get a shot at you, so...
It was always a very interesting matchup. Even before any real conversations about a potential fight between Regis and myself, it was always something that had been brought up through the fans or the media. It was always what if Mikey fights Regis? What would happen if Regis fights Mikey? Well, what do you guys think about it? It was always something like that. There was never any conversations about the fight back then, but it was always kind of an interesting matchup. And then recently this year, we had those conversations. Plans didn't go the way we wanted, and now we're not in those conversations anymore. But it can still happen. You know, that's something that can still develop at any moment. I mean, I was there. I saw him. You know, we talked about it a little bit with him, and he still, I believe he doesn't have anything coming up yet. So, you know, that, like I said, maybe that's something that can still happen. I haven't landed a fight yet either. So fuck. I mean, that could still be something that develops, you know, in the upcoming weeks, and who knows? Maybe we do actually finally get in the ring. You know.
Okay, that would be interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it wouldn't be exactly fun for me. I'd probably go put my head in a hole somewhere for like the whole time. Obviously, you guys are both my good friends, you know. But actually, I was referring to Haney. Because I was referring to the face-off. Remember? I can't forgive me for not.
That was another. That's
you guys
different.
Were just playing around.
That was just because the media had asked us to kind of like do a little face-off like that. All right, cool. That was actually that was right before the fight with Jesse, I believe. That was my
okay,
fight
there
with
you
Jesse.
go. It was.
And so he happened to be around, and some media or whoever, I forget who it was, but they asked, hey, yes, face off or whatever, sure, whatever. I don't know why they make such a big deal over something like that. I mean, why even ask? Oh, face off.
I think because maybe Haney had put it out there that he was interested.
Yeah, but there's no need to do that. I don't know what the big deal about facing off or something. What's the big deal about it? Say, take a picture.
So people could see the sizing.
But there's no fight. That's what I'm saying. Like there was no fight. There's no conversation about that. So why would they be?
Okay, Mikey's talking to all of us guys.
Yeah,
he's keeping it real.
Like there was no fight conversation about that. You know, there was never any conversation. So it was like, all right, whatever.
All right, but
he did really good.
What's your take on him though now, especially after watching him up close and personal?
He's developed more. He's developed more. He's matured more. A few fights back, he was still making a few mistakes here and there. So that just the way he was fighting, he might be looking for the power a little too much or trying to load up on something a little too much. Now he's being more patient about it and letting that come. He's working off the jab a lot more. He's managing the distance very well. So he's very improving, every fight. I can definitely see the improvements. So he's doing very good. I'm pretty impressed with how he's developing more and more as he gets older.
Is he somebody that?
I don't know. I mean, coming down to 135 probably be difficult for me. So I don't know. Not so sure.
So would you do it?
If that fight was offered for my next fight, if I was able to secure that fight, then yeah, I would do it. But I would need plenty of time to prepare and be in fight ready shape. I don't know. I haven't discussed anything like that. We haven't talked about that fight.
But I'm just asking you, as from just observing him on Saturday,
if that was a fight that was offered to me, and they asked me if I wanted that fight, next, because for whatever reason he had nothing else available or whatever the reason may be, and they gave me enough time to do that, and enough time means at least 3 months, for me to come down and weight and actually be in fight shape. Then yeah, I would definitely consider that fight. I would like that fight. That'd be an interesting fight for me.
Damn.
And I don't feel like I'd have trouble making weight if I had the right amount of time. This last fight was scheduled at 45. I did 43, and it was really only like a 4 weeks notice, 4-week camp, and without even really camp, because we didn't even hire sparring partners to come and work. It was just like we just got to fight. And I mean, it wasn't the best decision. It wasn't the best outcome, but that's all right. You learn from all that, So that's what I'm saying. This occasion,
you're like if this happened,
I wouldn't take it with a 4-week notice. I wouldn't take that fight with 6 weeks. I would have to have at least 10, 12-week notice to.
But that's more common though, correct? When you're
of course. A more important fight, a big fight. Usually you'll have plenty of time. Good 10, 12 weeks.
Got you. And then there was the Teofimo.
Yeah, surprise. Kambosos surprised everybody. No one expected that. I mean, at least I didn't. That was the first time I seen Kambosos ever. I seen a little bit of highlights leading up to the fight, little clips or whatever, but I had never seen him actually fight. And look at that, surprised everybody.
Is he somebody He's
Or
also.
I think he's still obviously probably thinking bigger fight with like Haney or something.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of what they want to do. Hell yeah, I'd entertain that fight a lot right away. But I need the time.
Yeah, no, of course.
I couldn't take on a fight like that without the training, without the time to get in shape.
Yeah, no. Teofimo is, I know he wants to move up, in weight now after.
Yeah, he's probably gonna move up to 40, but I think he's probably gonna search, for a fight with Taylor possibly. So he'll probably fight somebody else, and then Taylor try to land that fight with Taylor.